We'll start off with your season. You've already gone through the regular season. You've gone through the conference tournament. How do you think you've gone so far? Give us a recap, record, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's been a good year. Kids have really bought into what we were trying to do this year. A lot of new faces, so there was a big learning curve at the beginning of the year, but the kids, through senior leadership and returning players from last year, kind of pushing them in the right direction, got us going where we wanted to go. Struggled before Christmas. We were like 4-5, I think, something like that before Christmas, and after Christmas, it started to click, and through the month of January, I think we went 12-2, maybe 12-3, something like that, and really put ourselves in a position to be successful and have a chance to win a conference championship.
So you mentioned like kind of getting this like jolt of energy out of nowhere. The last 2 seasons before this, your first 2 seasons as head coach, you guys started. You went 5-20 last season. How did you manage to swing it around, end up second in conference?
A lot of hard work from the kids. They spent a lot of time in the off season getting better. And I think one thing that helped out this year was our team chemistry was really good. They all like each other, and it got to the point where we as coaches weren't having to hold them as accountable as they were holding themselves accountable.
So when you first started coaching 3 years ago, how much of an advantage do you think it was to have someone like Coach Keene on your staff with an amazing record and being able to come in and help you out?
Yeah, actually, Coach Keene and I worked together before. I was here from 2002 to 2005, 6, somewhere in there. And I was actually on staff with him with Coach Sizemore. And then his first year as varsity coach, I was his assistant. And so we have a very good friendship. We both want to see Robertson basketball be successful again. And when he came to a game 2 years ago and said something about maybe getting back into coaching, and so I got him down and twisted his arm real hard and kind of forced him back into it, and it's been really good. He's got a wealth of knowledge, and we both are on the same page. We want Robertson to win, and we're going to push the kids as hard as we can to make sure we get that.
When and why did you start to coach high school basketball?
Actually started off in the middle school in 1997 at Apple Valley, and stayed there for 5 years, and then was fortunate enough to come here and be an assistant for Coach Sizemore and Coach Keene. And then I left and went to AC Reynolds for 5 years. And then I went to West Henderson for 4 years, and then I got the opportunity to come back, and never wanted to leave Robertson, but I had to chase the dream of becoming a head coach. Why coach? It's what I always wanted to do. And my high school coach was a huge influence on me in that. I saw how much he enjoyed his job and how much of an impact he had on kids, and that kind of spurred my interest into becoming a coach.
So you came into TC after 5 years of us not having a winning record, not coming high in conference or anything like that. What kind of mindset did you come in with to be able to come in and do what you're doing currently?
Determination. I was here, like I said, in the early 2000s, and Robertson basketball was really good, so I knew the kind of kids we had, and just wanted to get it back to that. So determination from me, and getting that to filter down to the kids, to have that determination to be a winner. And
what does a typical game day look like to you? Pre-game traditions, stuff like that?
It depends. If it's a home game, we meet after school and have a team meal, and then the kids kind of go on their separate ways, and I go home and take a nap for about an hour, come back for the JV game, and then we just start getting everything ready. The kids have some time to shoot and things like that beforehand, and then we'll talk for about 3 or 4 minutes before the game, and then we go out and let it fly.
What do you think makes a good coach?
Good question. Carried, passionate, professional, And it's not always about wins. As much as everybody wants to win, you mentioned the last 2 years. Yeah, we weren't necessarily as successful scoring-wise and wins and losses and everything, but as teams, we grew and both teams got better. And they laid kind of a foundation for the work ethic and determination that we would have. And so I think passing down those characteristics to the next teams was big. But good coaches have to be caring people that look out for their kids to be successful, not only on the court, but in the classroom and in society.
And same thing, but what do you think makes a good player?
A good player, it's kind of the same things. They have to be caring. They have to be determined. They have to be willing to sacrifice a lot. To be a varsity athlete in any sport at the high school level is a huge time commitment. So they that sense of sacrifice, and on some degree, they have to be a little selfish sometimes when it comes to what they have to do to be a good basketball player.
And over the past couple of years, you becoming head coach, what are some of the things that you've implemented into TC Robertson's basketball system, team dinners, meetings, stuff like that, that you think has helped build the team's connection, chemistry, stuff like that?
Shoot, that's a good one. I think our pregame meals after school on home game days go a long way. Just trying to get the kids together as much as possible through open gyms and summer workouts and things, and just having them build that chemistry and those relationships where they like each other and they know what each other can do. I think that's gone a long way.
And how much does senior night mean to you, and what do you think makes this group of seniors stand out from others in the past?
Senior night's a special night because it's kind of the culmination of all their hard work they put into the program for 4 years. And so it was good for us to win that game, to send them out on a high note. But it's about them. It's about them finishing up their careers and getting to celebrate with them. This group of seniors, we came in together. They were freshmen, and it was my first year. So to see them grow over the last 4 years has been a lot of fun. All three of them have gotten so much better just through all their hard work and dedication. They're a special group because, like I said, we have spent 4 years together, but they're also special because they're just great kids. And they're all going to go on to do great things when they leave Robertson. And this one's a little extra special if I've got with Cameron, my son, involved. So that one, I get a little emotional when I think about it because he's leaving. So it's going to leave a hole for me. Be the first Robertson team I've coached without him next year. So that's going to be different. But the growth of those three individuals as people, not necessarily as basketball players, but as people, has been fun to watch.
And any final thoughts? Would you like to thank anyone, say anything to the team at all? Yeah,
I'd just like to thank our student body for the support this year. Our crowds have been really good. Special shout out to the baseball team. They've been doing a real good job of coming and supporting us. And just our fans in general have done a really good job of helping us. And hopefully everybody comes out to watch us in the first round of state playoffs on Tuesday night.
All right. I think that's all for you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
No, you're welcome.